we can start. So welcome everyone to this presentation of SUAVE Call 2. As informed, we will be recording this webinar. Eva, I cannot see the presentation shared, sorry dear. Thank you. We can go to the next one. So let us, for those who don't know SUAVE yet, we'll say a few words about SUAVE. So it's a EuroCluster project for simulating SMEs in the new urban agriculture value chain for a sustainable growth in Europe. And we received the funding from the European Union Single Market Program under a grant agreement signed between the 5 partners and the European Union. And the project started in September 2022. The project is a 13-month novel pioneering European project focusing on boosting European urban agriculture towards sustainable and resilient urban food systems. We will benefit SMEs, from different types of support with more than 1 million euros. Thank you, Eva. So I am Claudia Ramos. I'm the coordinator of the project working for VEGEPOLYS VALLEY, a French plant cluster. And we work with 4 experienced agri-food digital clusters: FEMAC from Spain, INNOSKART from Hungary, UNIMOS from Poland, and AgriFood Lithuania DIH from Lithuania. And SUAVE represents a great opportunity to bring forward new key players with innovative solutions who will be able to share European know-how worldwide and also support clusters that act as facilitators of innovation ecosystems. We have more than 1 million euro, and our general objective is to financially support European small and medium enterprises, SMEs, operating in the field of European urban agriculture, so that you SMEs have the opportunity to benefit from different types of support and services. So here you have all the partners. You can see that we cover a large part of Europe. So VEGEPOLYS VALLEY, FEMAC in Spain, INNOSKART, UNIMOS, and AgriFood Lithuania. And here you can go to the next one, please, Eva. Here you have your partners and your contacts. Myself, Claudia Ramos, the coordinator, Juste with the network, Josh, who is here with us, innovation, Véronique Toussaint, responsible for twin transition, Elisabeth, who is here with us as well, training, Thomas for Go International, and Nora, responsible for the communication of the project. Now I leave you with Josh, who will talk about SUAVE. Then we will have Elisabeth talking about the first activity, which is training, and then we'll have Thomas talking about internationalization. Enjoy, and please write your questions and ask them at the end of the event. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So my name is Zsolt. I represent INNOSKART Digital Cluster Hungary, and I will summarize really briefly the objectives and the challenges of the SUAVE call and the results of the first call, which was quite a success, I would say. So what we would like to achieve, we would like to build a network to improve the resilience and business models. We would like to promote innovation via the grants to develop new solutions and practices, accelerate the twin transition, so green and digital economy, increase competencies by trainings, and by internationalization, we would like to make the European SMEs expand worldwide. Worldwide actually means North America North and Central America, but you will hear more about it later. Thank you. So what are the challenges of the SUAVE call? And actually the challenges are the same in the first call as in the second one. So that's why it's important to repeat also for those who have participated in the first call. So we would like to diversify products and services, contents based on digital technologies in the European urban farming sector. I will explain later what urban farming sector means actually. We would like to support the green transition in this ecosystem, bridging the skill gaps in the European urban farming workforce, and increase business opportunities via internationalization and synergies between sectors and between different sections, let's say, or phases of the value chain. And here I am again about what urban agriculture means in the terms of SUAVE. So you can see that we offer quite a wide variety of potential activities which you can focus on, from allotment garden via indoor farming up to vertical farm gardens. So we try to have quite a big scope in order to help European SMEs to be interested in the call itself. Thank you. Actually, this is SUAVE Open Call number 1, not number 2. Sorry for the mistake. In the first call, we offered different lump sum grants, let's say, in 4 different fields: innovation, diagnosis, travel, and innovation, and innovation prize. And we received almost 200 applications from almost 20 countries all around Europe, actually. And finally, 50 SMEs received funding, representing altogether 69 projects, since one SME can apply for different projects, of course. And for the second call, which my colleagues will talk about, a total amount of 366,000 euros will be distributed among interested and SMEs who apply for the call in the 2 fields, training and internationalization. The eligibility conditions do not change, so it's exactly the same as in the call number 1. You must be a European SME with the European terms, let's say, and you must provide services, products, supplies, and technologies for the European urban agriculture food system, as we described a little bit earlier. And you have to be directly or indirectly linked to at least one of the types of urban agriculture defined by SUAVE, as I also mentioned before. And what is the territorial scope? It's really important because we see already some applications from countries which might be interesting for us, but are not allowed to participate in the call. But of course, from the countries where you are, we do not really see whether the SME you are representing will submit the application from which country. So you can be an SME in all EU countries and all the non-EU countries which are associated with the COSME part of the Single Market Program, namely Iceland, Norway, Liechtenstein, and the Ukraine. And from the outermost regions of Europe and from less developed and transition regions, we are also awaiting applications. And my last slide before I give the floor to my colleague Elizabeth from Spain. There will be 2 lump sum grants. One is for training and one is for internationalization. And you will hear about it from Elizabeth and from Tomasz. Thank you.
Thank you, Joel. Okay, so then for the training lump sum, you can see that this lump sum will support the development and growth of the European SMEs offering urban agriculture solutions by facilitating access to external training, such as market development, business strategy, concept creation, and development. We will distribute, we will fund 30 different training initiatives with a maximum financial contribution per SME of 5,450. This will be a single SME application, but all individuals within the company who deem it necessary are welcome to participate in the training actually. And all the employees that will take part in the training initiative will be identified in the application. Next, please. Yes, so this one, as I assist, is designed to assist individual SMEs, and you will find in the guide for applicants some learning objectives that the training should address, and the trainings will be eligible if they are related to at least one of the categories that we mentioned in the guide for applicants, which are digital transition of the business lines, green transition, and others, sorry, as an intellectual property, ICT consultancy, cybersecurity, or others. The eligible cost for these training lump sums will be the fees related to the training activities itself and the traveling expenses if necessary, because training can be online or or in other locations in Europe. You have to take into consideration that the training session should last at least 2 full days in order to be eligible. The payment scheme will be as it was in the previous wave of calls. You will have a pre-financing of the 60% and then the 40% after the approval of the deliverable.
Okay, now the internationalization lump sum. In SUAVE project, we want to support European SMEs in international expansion to third countries, and our target markets are countries of North America. So it's United States of America, Canada, or Mexico. You can choose only one of those countries. So we are going to fund 27 SMEs and each should receive 7,500 euros. So in total, it gives more than 200,000 euros that we are going to spend on this lump sum. Next, please. Okay. And the process of internationalization will be composed of 2 phases. In phase A, you will have access to one-to-one mentoring. And in phase B, it will be the real participation in person in international missions. In some general information, it's like you will receive the lump sum, so you can spend it on travels, accommodation, some entrance fees, insurance. In some cases, there will be need for a visa. And if your costs will exceed 7,500 euros, you will need to cover those costs from your own resources. And the payment scheme is the same like usual. So you will receive 60% before and the last 40% after approval of your deliverables. Next, please. Now I will explain more detailed about phases. So in phase A, it's some kind of mentoring, one-to-one. So you will have a support of a company, of a person. You can choose it by yourself, but the process should consist of 3 steps. Like the first one is a gap analysis. So the analysis of your current situation, the power of internationalization, and your desired performance for future. Then you will create API, so it's action plan for internationalization, where you can define action plan for short-term, middle-term, and long-term implementation. You should create some kind of roadmap, and in this roadmap, you should include agenda of minimum 2 working days in selected target countries. And of course, you will monitor and some other things. So we can go to phase B, which is this is in-person participation in international missions. So you can go as I said before to one of the 3 targeted countries: United States, Canada, or Mexico. Again, I have to repeat that the mission will take minimum 2 working days. It means 2 working days, 2 days spent on the mission plus travel. And mission will be done according to action plan for internationalization, which will be elaborated in phase A. And the next, please. This is important part, I think, because you can choose one of 2 types of international missions. So the single international mission is the mission that you are organizing by yourself, or you can take part in joint international mission, which will be organized by SUAVE, by us, by partners. And now it can be subject of modification, but now we can suggest in United States taking part in America's Food and Beverage Show and Conference in Miami, in Mexico, Expo Agroalimentaria Guanajuato, I don't know how to spell it, and in Canada you can take part in Royal Agricultural Winter Fair in Toronto. Next, please. Okay, so it was general information about internationalization, and now we are coming to some details. Maximum amount that we can grant to SME should not exceed 60,000 euros. So it doesn't apply here because, as we know, no one is reaching this threshold, and each interested SME can apply to one or two types of support. So you can take part in the training and internationalization mission, but I repeat, you have to choose only one country, so one international mission per SME. Next, please. And of course, you should use guide for applicants to receive more information, but as we said, we are granting you 60% at the beginning and 30% after you submit deliverables for us, and they will be checked by us as a deliverables. It will be explained, I think, later. But if you want to apply to SUAVE project, you have to go through good grants, and following that link, we will supply you that link. You can find that link at our LinkedIn, Facebook, and even in Twitter. All application has to be written in English with our supporting documents. And the evaluation process.
Yes, I take this, Thomas.
Okay.
The evaluation process for the ones that who did not participate in the previous phase, it would be actually the same as it was in the previous one. The application review panel will consist of 2 reviewers per application, representing 2 of the 5 SUAVE partners, not located in the country of the applicant. That's important to remark, in order to maintain, let's say, the transparency and the equity among all the applications received and reviewed. And in addition to SUAVE partners, the consortium might request a review from external reviewers. This would happen in case that the two scoring of the 2 reviewers have a huge difference of 10 points or more. And the assessment period shall take a maximum of 60 days, starting from the closing date of the call. We will have a look on the timeline in the following slide. or the evaluation process would be the applicants will receive an email about the outcome of the assessment directly after the assessment is finalized, along with instruction for next steps. The top ranked proposals will be granted until the budget for the respective support type is exhausted. The successful applicants will be requested to sign the sub-grant agreement with the SUAVE consortium within 60 days after the announcement of the result. And the outcome of the call, including a description of the third-party action, the date of the award, duration, and final recipients, legal names, and countries will be published on the ECCP, which is the European Cluster. Please, Claudia, could you help me with this signs? The partnership,
Collaboration platform.
Collaboration platform. Yes, thank you, Joel. Site of the project where actually you can find all the information there as well. And the indicative timeline, as you will be all aware, the call was open the 7th February, sorry, and it will be open for 2 months. Call will be closing the 7th April at 15 Central European Time. And the evaluation process will take 1 month for the reviewers to evaluate all the applications submitted. And the publication of the results will be published 2 days after the evaluation progress. We have this, we keep this 2 days for internal discussions if needed. And the contracting phase will take 1 month after the publication of the results, and then project implementation will start the 14th of June, and you will have around 6 months to to execute your activities, your training, international or both. And the due dates for the deliverables will be the 13th of December as much, because this project is ending in February, so we need time to review the deliverables and to pay the 40% left for all the applications. And as Claudia just mentioned in one of the first slides, here you have your contacts, your focal points. You can contact any of the partners. Feel free to ask us whatever you could need.
Yes, feel free. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Thomas, Judge, Eva, for being backstage and helping us. Please feel free. We are here. We will open to questions soon. So ask all the questions you might have. And then even after this webinar, should you have any doubt regarding the guide, regarding the conditions, you have your focal points. They are in the guide for applicants. So please, we are here for you. I would like to inform you that SUAVE partners will be at the European Cluster Conference in Brussels from 6 to 8 May this year. SUAVE will have a booth there to promote the project and to promote networking between SMEs who will join us there, will be able to join us there, and other stakeholders. So should you be able to be with us, please register soon. We can share the link here to register. Let us know, inform your focal points so that we can plan good activities. Yes, we are going to share it, Petrus, please. And just come back a little bit, one slide, please, Eva. So yes, so it will be a very good opportunity to meet other stakeholders, other clusters, to promote your activity and discuss as well. There will be policymakers there, so join us if you can, of course. I repeat, it will be in Brussels, and SUAVE will have a booth. We can promote your activity there as well. This was for the agenda. We will share, of course, the link here is here. She shared already. Thank you. Thank you very much. And yes, you have our LinkedIn, our social media. We have our Twitter and we have our Facebook for those who are more comfortable with this social media. Insisting and reminding you, we had the first call, we have more than 69 projects, and we are promoting them in our social media as well. So go check the guide for applicants, apply. You can apply for both activities, even though you were awarded in the first call. So it's open as well for those who applied for the first call. A very good opportunity. Take it. We have very good contacts in North America that will be great for you, whether you go for with a commercial vision, benchmarking vision, promotional. So apply.